has enough wherewithal to understand that the hand is hurt. But there's the left hand. It doesn't matter if the right is hurt. And the referee says it.
We have Emiliano Vargas versus Quintana. And Vargas has been making some rounds on the internet. He's been going viral because he was at the Bad Bunny concert, the Super Bowl, doing his little thing there. But his name is getting some popularity. But his fighting side, away from the social media side, is where most people should be looking. Because besides his amazing performance at the Super Bowl, he has a spectacular performance at the boxing arena. Now, Emiliano Vargas, his style, he's a sharp-hitting fighter. Sharp, straight cutting punches, a very efficient puncher, and then he adds on a lot of pressure. He's always in front of you. He's like an in-the-pocket style. But the thing about his overwhelming pressure is, yes, he's moving forward, but the second you pop that jab, he's already out of range. And so he's like that perfect keeping the range fighter where you're never able to really lay a hand on him. And then with Quintana style boxing, it's a he's a pretty good defensive boxer where he got this little shoulder roll, sort of like how Floyd had shoulder roll. He should do the turns, but he's always like, he's too lenient on his like Philly shell or whatever. It's just like most people call it a Philly shell or the Floyd shell or the Floyd defense, but he's too lenient on his Philly shell because one side of his chin is always open. I feel like Vargas is going to heavily exploit that. But when he's doing this, yes, he's doing the shoulder turn, yes, he's blocking and slipping a lot of punches, but it tends to be where he's always has one side open. And yes, he also uses the high guard every once in a while, but he doesn't really like to take that route of defense for some reason. But trying to put both of these styles into the ring and try to judge to see how they will look, I can like see Emiliano Vargas leading all the action, leading all the interaction to the point where Quintana is kind of left on the back foot. But the thing about that is, if Quintana is not the lead of this interaction, of the engagement, then it's going to be the entire fight where Quintana is on the back foot trying to fight his way to the center of the ring or to the head of the interactions. But I feel like Vargas just won't allow it, to the point where Quintana is kind of left on the ropes fighting off his back foot for the entirety of the fight. And Vargas won't really ever let him get the chance to lead the interactions. But the problem with that kind of style is, if Vargas is leading the interactions for most of the rounds, he will not let up. He is too good of a pressure fighter and too good as a fighter in general. His name is El General. He's too good as a ring general to allow him to take any control. And if he's already losing the first half of the round, he's going to be losing the second half of the round. And so it's going to be an entire fight of Quintana fighting off his back foot, fighting off the ropes, and never able to let off any pressure that Vargas is putting on him. And so I see a little knockout. I see a knockdown in between the middle half of the rounds and maybe a knockout in the later half. But I'm going to just say a knockdown, unanimous decision, and I'll leave it at that. Because this plane is causing too much fucking noise. How many planes can a city have? Literally.